Good Sunday morning, everybody. Welcome to Sunday with Spirit. Welcome to 2023. How many people, when they were in grade school, thought that they weren't going to live to 2023? So, this is going to be an exciting year for us all. There are some of us who are going to be shot out like a cannon into this new spiritual awareness. And there's others that are going to be still holding us down. They're going to be holding themselves down a little bit. A lot. And for those who want to open up their eyes and join the ride, they can. I don't feel that it's in our interest in this community to force anybody's eyes open, and I don't get that sense that that's who we are. But as this like-minded community comes together every Sunday to think about the possibilities, to think about the positivities that we have in our life, in our planet, in our universe, galaxy, parallel galaxies. We can go on and on. I find that there's such an acceptance here, and then when we step out of that acceptance or out of this circle, then we're bombarded with other things that kind of throw us for a loop. And in this experiment that we're in, it feels like the different fragments of society, of the planet, are and will be coming together. And we are witnessing that birth of coming together. So I wanted to look at the fragments and then the possibilities. Let me show you what I have. I think I'm going to need to drop my table down a little bit. Okay, let's see what... There we go. Okay, I'm going to kick this out just a little bit. So what I have here, Fountain Tarot. This is the fragments of last year. This is what we should embrace. This is what we should let go of. There we go. Just want to adjust it so you can see the cards better. And this shouldn't be laborious. This shouldn't be sad, hard. It should just be a gentle letting go, slipping away. This is the messages from Spirit, body, mind, spirit. And this is the message from Source Energy, universal energy, the oneness, creator. Okay, so let's see what body, mind, and spirit has to say about releasing and embracing whatever that was. Reconciliation. The wailing tree. So we are going to have to come to terms with something. Clearly. I mean, I feel it. It's like, yeah, what is that? Is that the old way that we we're thinking is that, just because our parents didn't know and our teachers didn't know what we are learning, what we are becoming aware of, but we're still hanging on to the old beliefs, I think that is part of this card. Part of. And because it's a tree, it's all about grounding as well. Reconciliations. And the next card is gathering around. The power of community. We can do a lot when we're sitting in our rooms by ourselves, but when we come into community, it just amplifies what we're thinking. When we get into a class, when we get into a group, a meditative group, even if it's in Zoom land, it's super powerful. YouTube land, the community that has come together right now is powerful and amazing. What do we want to create as a community? And just to know, we can create whatever we want. It's in our hand. The universe is our partner. If we gather around and use the power of community, if we reconcile some of the past that no longer serves us. And what does source energy want to say? We are now moving towards the age of light. And although we stumble and we think we're not moving as fast as we should, we've been training for this for a lifetime. And it's plural, lifetimes. So as we look to all our past lives, why do we know certain things that we've never been taught in school in this life? Why do we pick up on things so easily when it doesn't make sense that we pick them up? Because we've been training for this for lifetimes. Let's look and let's jog our memory, shall we? As if we need to, on some of the things that we need to let go of, some of the things we need to embrace. These are all right side up. Justice. Should we let go of it? Should we embrace it? What does it do for us? Justice. I think it's something that should be left to a higher authority. The Queen of Wands. Should we embrace that Queen energy? Should we hang on to that more as we travel into the age of light? Judgment. Oof. Goes back to this Justice card. What should we, do we deal with justice, or is it judgment? Is that where we get our justice? And we're letting go of a lot of people who have transitioned, who have said enough is enough. I've done my part. Didn't sign up for this. But for those of us who are staying, we get to see the age of light. We get to see what the universe is partnering with us. And there's no judgment. Whether you come or go, no judgment. Let that slip through easy. The heartbreak. Certainly that's something that should just gently slip into the dark sea. And this is all our projects that we are tending to. Is it money? Is it metaphysical moments? I know for me that I've been cracked open with my metaphysical tools. Tarot is getting stronger and stronger. My intuition is getting stronger and stronger and more clear. Astrology is starting to make some sense to me. Mediumship is getting easier and easier. So there's a lot of tools that we have to work with. Which ones are you embracing and which ones are you letting go of? Or do you just bring them all in? Fountain, infinity. This is probably the card that brings it all together into the age of light. We can stay on the fringes, we can stay on the edges, but if we get into the middle, where the bright light is, where the infinity is, that's where we're going in 2023. One, two, three, four, five, six. The Hierophant. A higher order looking into a box of light. And it's not the higher order looking into the box. Excuse me. It is man. It is us looking into the box of light. It is the apprentice. It is the seeker. The Holy One. It is us looking into this fountain card, this new age of light. Then we have the Nine of Coins. Listening to our intuition. Being a little protective though. Maybe that is something that we should let go of. Being in our own little encapsulated garden where we have everything. Maybe it's time to step out, even though it's a little scary. And I'm not talking so much physically with COVID happening. I'm talking about spiritually, stepping out spiritually a little bit more. Maybe reaching past what organized religion was talking about and moving into listening to our intuition more. Knowing who we are. Knowing we have all the tools, as this Nine of Pentacles so often says. And the Strength card, knowing that we have strength to move into that place. How often do I go, I ask, make sure that I walk in strength in the right way. Not in abusive strength, but just in power. Just standing in your power of intuition. Could be a little scary. Could be. If you let it. Let that go. Community. Family. This card, when I hear this card also tells me, don't let your community build up so much that you can't go out and see the world beyond it. I'm not sure I'm going to explain this correctly. But the projects that we build on, we need to remember that we are here on this planet, in this plane of existence. So wherever we go metaphysically in this new age of light, remember that there is a world beyond all what we are building. It's Earth. And it's joyous. It's a balance. It's keeping some things, letting some things go. Ten of Cups. Community. So this is what we get to look forward to in 2023. Letting go of some of these things, embracing some of these things. We get to pick. We get to choose. We get to figure out what we want to reconcile. We get to explore the power of community. We get to understand that the universe is our partner and is in the palm of our hands. We get to create. We get to create. And when we get lost, rely on the training that we've had from past lives. We've been here before. We've been training for this for a lifetime. We've been listening in our sleep to angelic beings, galactic beings, from lifetimes ago that are giving us information. We just have to stop, listen to it. And the information that we get is all about light. We're staying in the age of light. If we surround ourselves with light, there is no darkness that can get in. Light, light. Stay in the light. We get to choose. All right, thank you guys for joining me on this first Sunday with Spirit of 2023. Peace and love.